This picture is about fruits of the tree. So fruits that don't have a nut on the outside are called soft fruits, and they come from fruit-bearing trees. Number 1 here is an apple, and an apple is round. Number 2 is a pear. A pear is oblong. And we have a fig here, also oblong in shape. Cherries here have got a long stalk. Little cherries, they're red in colour. And here we have plums and peaches. Their stalks are shorter. And here we have mulberries, which are black, little round berries on them, and they're soft. Their stalks are the shortest. Walnuts are here, and hazelnuts are here, and chestnuts here. These are wrapped around in a husk. And you can see the chestnut, you see them growing in Stamford Hill. They've got little spiky things, and inside is the shells inside. Trees that don't bear fruit are the ones most common are a fir tree. Here we have a fir tree growing up nice and tall. And here we have a pine tree with its pine cones. These are pine cones. Here we have an oak tree. And here on the right hand side you can see a tiny acorn. Here I'm pointing right at it. Here's another acorn here. So acorns grow on an oak tree. In this picture we have flowers, and the most famous flowers are those that grow up in spring. And here we have violets. They are purple or violet colored. And we have hyacinths. These are hyacinths here, number 2. And number 3, daffodils, which are yellow, and they come up in the springtime as well. And we have lilies here, number 4, which are different colors. They're white, they're yellow, sometimes they are blue. Number 6 here in the middle, we have a rose. And we have carnations here, number 7. This is a carnation. Using these flowers, we make garlands. This is a garland. Or we make posies. This is a posy here, number 9. And we tie them up with twigs. We also have herbs that we use in cooking. We have marjoram here, and we have lavender, which is here, and rosemary, which is here, and hyssop and spike and basil and sage, also used in cookery, and mint. Here's some mint leaves here. In the fields we have different flowers. We have the May lily, and we have chamomile with little flowers that's used to make tea with. And we have nettles, which are prickly, and they can also be used in soup. Up here, number 12, the tulip is the most beautiful of flowers, but it doesn't give any smell. Here's a tulip. And the flowers, of course, are in a nice, beautiful vase. In this picture we have vegetables. Vegetables grow in a vegetable garden, and here we have lettuce. We have round lettuce, and we have romaine lettuce here, the tall ones. 2 different kinds of lettuce. And we have cabbage here. This is a head of cabbage. Another head of cabbage here. And we have onions. Here the onions are with their onion leaves. There's garlic here, where I'm pointing, number 4. And parsnips here. Parsnips are white. They look like carrots, but they're white. And they can be roasted or cooked in a stew. We have radishes here. These are red or white, depending on the type of radish. And horseradish, here, number 9, which is used to make a very sharp, burning sauce. Parsley, number 10, which is used for seasoning fish and in soups. And cucumbers, which are used in salads. Here they are, cucumbers. These are quite short cucumbers. Nowadays you can get very long ones. And Here in the background we have pumpkins, which are yellow and very big, and they can be used to make soup with, or you can roast them in the oven. And those are vegetables. Oh, and here on the left hand side we have gourds, and these can be hollowed out and used to make containers for water, or they can be eaten and roasted as well. This is about different kinds of grain. Some grain grows on a straw, and the straw has got knots. That means it's got little bumps along it, such as wheat, for example. Here's wheat, and you can see here where I'm pointing little knots or bumps. There's one you can see, here's another one here, bumps on the stalks of the wheat. And also rye and barley. And there's an ear of wheat, here it is, and it has awns. These things sticking out here are called awns. Or it doesn't have any awns as well. Sometimes wheat doesn't have awns. And inside here is the grain, and outside is the husk. Some of them, instead of having an ear, they have a plume, like oats do. Here they have a plume, and on the top are the grains of oats. And millet is like this as well. This is millet with much smaller seeds. And buckwheat. Here's buckwheat. Here. Beans. Here are some beans. They grow in pods, which have got 2 shells. And peas as well. Peas, here are some peas. Peas also grow inside a pod with 2 shells. And lentils as well. In this picture we have shrubs. A plant that's bigger than a small herb is called a shrub, and some of them grow along the banks of rivers. Like here we can see a river, and we have rushes growing on the banks of the river, and bulrushes here. So these are rushes, and these are bulrushes. And then we have cane that also grows up, and reeds. Reeds are knotty. You can see here they've got divisions on the stalk. They are knotty. And inside the reed there's nothing. They're hollow inside. In other places you might find growing some roses. Here they are. And you might find juniper bushes growing as well. Or a vine. Here's a grapevine. And the grapevine has got branches. And it's got tendrils. These little curly things here are called tendrils. And it has vine leaves. Here are the vine leaves. And bunches of grapes. And inside the grapes you have grapestones.